Something I want to say right away is that I am not a nail artist and I'm not a nail tech. I just do my own nails for fun, and this video should be evidence to the fact that that's the way it should stay. Forever. I don't even really paint them ever. If I want to spice things up, I usually just buy them in a different color or with a design, but otherwise I just buy them in black or in a nude shade. Now, having said that, I could have just bought a set from the Halloween section at Walmart, but where's the fun in that? For the designs, I wanted to look at a few different options. I started with a bit of a witchy themed set, then a spiderweb set, then some jack-o'-lanterns, which I had to turn my sketchbook upside down for because I wanted the faces to point outwards in relation to the nail shape. I added one more that was just an amalgamation of things associated with Halloween. Ultimately, I went with the spiderweb design this time, mostly so I could cheat with the base. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Now, over there in my notes, you see where I wrote simple? Yeah, that was a hilarious joke I told myself. After choosing that set design, I did some practice with the web and this little spider for the ring finger. Something I didn't take into account was the fact that the finished design was going on a curved surface rather than a flat surface that I was practicing on. That will come back to bite me in the butt later on. Something that would have helped me in this process would have been to have a proper fine line brush. I can't believe that in the many years I've been hoarding paintbrushes, I still don't have one in my collection. But that can be rectified eventually. One thing no artist can resist is a fresh new art supply. Seriously, it's a problem. Once I was done with the design phase, I moved on to picking the nails. I have a stash of nails from other kits that I've bought over the years. Remember when I said I picked the spiderweb design because I could kind of cheat with it? I had a set that was matte black and it was perfect for the background of this design. That way, all I needed to focus on was the details. I started off by picking each size for each nail. I found that I actually had two different sets that were matte black, a stiletto shape and a coffin shape. It didn't really matter because I always buy the nails in the longest size I can find, so then I can just cut them down however much I need to. I've used this little hack before where I use a little bit of my kneaded eraser and I put it on the end of a pencil, and then I can put the nail on there temporarily so I can paint it. To cut the nail down a bit, I just use some sharp nail clippers. I know I should get a curved acrylic nail cutter, but I'm not worried about it cracking. They're thin enough that they will bend before they crack. After that, I start filing them down to the almond shape that I like. I also file underneath the edge of the tip of the nail because I hate when I have a dull edge. Whenever I have an itch, I don't want to just rub it with a dull, hard surface. I want to actually be able to scratch that itch. Also, I could kill a man with these things. After creating what looks like a whole mess of ashes on my workspace, I clean it up and I get my paints ready. Like I said, I am not a nail artist, so I don't have a ton of different nail polish that I can use. I just use acrylic paint. As long as I properly seal it, I find that this works just fine. And I can get a ton of different colors out of it without having to buy a new nail polish every time I want to do a different design. I had just a brilliant time doing the first design, but you can't see it because I didn't frame my camera properly, so you don't get to see the first one. Oops. And again, with the amateur camera work, I forgot to start filming, and I lined the white parts of the design with this hollow taco topper that I bought several years ago when Christine came out with it. Ultimately, I just decided to use it on the entire nail that I put the design on, so I had a mix of shiny and matte in the set. Well, that will be it for this Halloween nail set. I hope you enjoyed this little paint job, however amateur it was and however unorthodox this content is for my channel so far. But I do plan to just do this for the holidays mostly. Please go ahead and like and subscribe so that you don't miss an upload, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!